Hi, my name's Lorri Walker and I'm a psychic medium and angel channeler. For over a decade now, I've been able to connect families with spirits who've passed on. For the last 30-something years, I've been a nurse midwife, delivering babies and bringing spirit into the physical in a whole nother way. It's amazing, and I hope to get to share this with you. So now I have a man coming, I have a man coming forward. I want to say that there was something about being very intellectual. I want to say that like reading the papers and writing papers or writing, I see myself intently, I want to say either studying or figuring something out. But I also want to say I knew when to close the door. I almost felt like there was a certain room that I did this in. There was times whenever he became very introverted and would need to be alone to do certain things, and no one bothered him when he was in that room. Would someone be, and I do feel like I'm kind of over here. Like I'm kind of got this deep thought and I'm writing things and I have to think really hard about it and analyze things. And when I do this, I close the door. Like I need to be alone, I need for it to be quiet, and I have to think really hard. And when I do, it's almost like, I don't think he puts a don't disturb, but I feel like everybody knows when the door is closed that you just don't go in there, because this is my time that I do this. And you would understand that there was a specific room that he did this in? Yeah. Like a study or something, is that what it feels like to me? And there wasn't anyone else that used this room. Would you understand that?
No one was allowed.
Yeah. It's my room, don't mess with my room, and no one else uses my desk, don't open my drawers. I feel like I even locked them at times, yes? Yeah, I don't mess with my stuff. That's what he feels like. But he feels to me like, I feel like it feels so important to me, and I take it very seriously, and I feel almost like a responsibility for some reason. I feel like a responsibility, like it's up to me to leave this for my family, because if it's lost with me, I don't want it to be lost. I don't want it to be lost, because I don't feel like my children are going to do this, and I want to give it to them. That's the importance of it. So he gives me a feeling also of, even when he came out of the room, he wasn't real playful. I don't want to say, he's not the kind of guy who's going to go throw the ball or play the games. He's more of like a sit on the sidelines and kind of watch sort of person. Would you understand that? Yes. Yeah. And why does he sit like this? I just feel like he's not like this, it's not like this, everything's just like, it's the way he feels to me. And then he just watches and watches. And then I feel like he has like his iced tea or something cold here. Does that make sense?
Yes. I can see it.
Yeah, it's just like I can just feel the coldness in my hand and the condensation on it. And it was a glass. Yeah, it wasn't plastic or Tupperware or anything. And there's, I feel like he had his own chair. This is my chair. And I want to say that it's where would you understand newspapers being right here? Yes. I'm being him is what I'm doing right now. I am letting him blend with me to the point that I'm feeling him sitting here, and I know that my newspapers are right here, and I know that my drink is right here, and I know that there's a light right here. And was it a this or was it a this? It was a this. Yeah, I can feel the whole thing. Okay, my heart sings. I want to say that he's like so happy that you are playful, that you are following your passions, and that in that way you're similar, because he followed his passion, but it was very intense. Where you follow your passion and you play. It's like all about, and so he just loves that. It's like I want to say my heart sings is like what he wants. It's like he goes, wow. Like you're like him, but with sunshine and butterflies or something. I don't know. It's a feeling of, like in his day, I want to say a woman he gives me a feeling that in his day, a woman would have never been able to do what you do.
You're just nailing him right now. Yeah.
And so he just admires who you are as a woman and as a human being who is pursuing her passion and who is, I want to say, as he read newspapers, which was, he found out about the world in his newspapers, and you show the world things, and he just wants to like, good job. I'll just leave you with that.
Thank you. Wow. So, I think I can share this moment if we have time. I didn't know that that all that genealogy was part of what he was doing. He was in there just working and doing all these things. And my uncle just last year released all of his work, a lifetime of work on this genealogy that traces our family back to coming to America, even in Ireland in like the 1400s. It's all of this detailed birth. So when you say like birth certificates, death certificates, wills, and testaments for every single person that he can outline in our family. And there was this foreword from my uncle saying he did this out of responsibility to the Jordan family, you know. So it was something that he felt as though he seemed so closed off to everyone. He was doing this for the whole, kind of.
That's how he showed his love.
Yes. And I just realized that last year. He's been gone for a long time. And so I've had a moment of gratitude for him, although he was a figure in my life that I was always like afraid of and was like, you're so mean. To be able to see him from a different light. So thank you for bringing him through like that. That was